it looks like once again the saving power of the Tahm Kench is the call.
Yeah, I don't think they care too much about using the Devour here to stop a single ability. It's more the Tahm Kench. Good trades from Fnatic. They're playing so aggressive.
Olaf is here.
Early tower dive.
Let's see if this works out. MLXG right down here and ready to go. Wants to come around from behind. Here it is. Ming trying to go forward onto the flash. We'll see what they can do with this one. Reckless going to be taken low, taken down. First blood over the side of RNG. It'll surely be a trade as MLXG is running the wrong way. Damage not quite finding its way onto him. We'll see who they give this one over to. It's Caps.
So this is the most classic MLXG.
People often ask what the power of that is, although this time with Bo, maybe you're in trouble.
Whippo finding himself caught between a rock and a hard place, but can he get away from it?
Level 6!
That's the Singe we all know and love. Hits level 6, pops the ultimate, and goes right back in for more vision. Bottom side, it's a 2 versus 2 as Uzi gets himself gobbled up to safety.
They're coming with the roam again. This is the strategy. Leave Whippo alone top side, let him buy time, and then try and win bot. He
doesn't even get money over. Gets
inside jungle right now.
Roxa has no ultimate for this play. Remember, Skarner ulti could be huge, but it's not available. Ming gonna be the target here first and foremost. Stun comes out, damage comes down, Caps comes through and grabs them.
One of the very big stories around Fnatic, actually we might have to delay that because Yahoo is topside.
Here we go again. Just singed things, knocked up into the air. A lot of chain CC this time around, no escape.
But every time this happens, look at the minimap and notice how Caps is already wrecked them, because what he actually managed to do was he introduced a culture where you don't blame each other. You don't blame each other. Mid lane Caps is getting attacked.
Caps gets himself away. Flash from MLXG, but the flash after from Broxah means he's out of there. Fnatic come out on top.
And the timing on the
Reckless and Hilson gets the push. Then Caps and Broxah shows up and you're stuck under your turret and you get collapsed on. But Uzi is actually able to match this push very.
First 15 minutes, we're seeing RNG control pace of the game. And speaking of controlling pace,
Whippo again, caught out a bit here, tries to run himself away. Remember, he has the Boots of Alacrity for bonus slow resistance, but he's not that resistant to damage. Does go down for the third time.
Still very squishy, and they should be just stepping back. Or they can go forward and trade. Now they might die.
Ming and Uzi have to retreat from this one. Caps and Broxah showing up. MLXG looking to come in from behind. Tahm Kench ulti goes through, still looking to make the plays. Caps over the wall, going to be chased down by MLXG. And he's the first one to fall. Rise ulti comes through, able to find a little bit more damage. Ming now spitting Hylissang back out, popping the shield on his own thick skin. The CC onto Hylissang is incredible, but not incredible enough. He'll still walk himself away. It's 1 for 0 RNG, but now Uzi goes too far forward. He's going to be punished. Ming goes down too. Awesome turnaround from Fnatic, but MLXG is still here. Xiaohu is still here, but they won't find anything else.
Execution from Ming there was very off. Wasn't expecting to re-engage out of positioning with the flash. Couldn't get the Devour. We're still fighting though. This is another one of these long extensions.
Giving Broxah and Caps a little bit of false hope there as Fnatic. Again, moving members up into the river, crossing into enemy jungle territory. Glacial Fissure coming down now onto Ming. Predator has been used by MLXG as he wants to go a little bit further forward onto this one. Loses about half his health. Ming gonna be the target. They know he can save anyone else. Reckless also gonna be here providing firepower. Ming still barely gonna be kept alive. Caps grabs the damage onto him. Xiaohu now. Whippo going in. Flash into the fling and Uzi's gone.
Fnatic were looking for a fight and RNG thought they could take
this series. That will be turret first blood over to Fnatic. And critically, gentlemen, this is that one condition we've talked about in the past games. RNG getting first communication and team play from that Acer Predator replay. You can see right there, Fnatic coordinating well, taking down another turret now in the top side, bringing that lead up to 3,500. It'll be shrunk a little bit as Uzi grabs turret bottom side.
And we got a small example in that fight of some of the small
the
things.
Raptor Pit take control over that area, but it's Fnatic with a multi-man push in the mid lane. But if Uzi knocking down the tier 2 bottom side has an answer.
What more did you get was a question we asked in game 1, in game 2, and Fnatic have really come back. Found
MLXG are going for it. Ming could also ult in, but Baron is alive, so that would be risky.
Whippo buying time as Singed wants to do, runs into MLXG here.
Nice.
CC locked down, no way out.
The problem solving there by the side of RNG, no real way.
Xiaohu right now again trying to catch Whippo, but he's the one who now finds himself potentially caught out. Fracture comes through, gonna be able to find the stun on that one, grounded up.
Who's chasing who?
Bringing everybody into the picture here. Xiaohu getting a lot of damage down to Whippo, but he should still be brought down here. Caps will be getting the money for that.
So they're gonna trade Whippo pushing forward. He gets attacked. This will only happen now, while we're still fairly early into the mid game. Once we get a little bit further in and the Baron is a...
RNG thinking about maybe needing to collapse there, popping the Predator on the Olaf, but now bottom side it's Whippo using the ultimate, trying to escape from Xiaohu, who flashes forward to land the Rune Prison. TP now going to be used, Whippo trying to escape. It's going to be a split fight at the start. They've already lost the top laner for Fnatic, as Reckless is caught behind enemy lines. A little more damage to finish him off. On the front line goes Xiao, who's still surviving for now. But Tom Kench counters Skarner as they're still able to find more damage. Hits RNG with a 3 for 0.
And it started at very low for RNG.
And that save from Ming at the end is exactly why this champion with a QSS is so good again. Staying here with the rest of the team. Whippo pops the ultimate on Singed. MLXG wanting to go in here, throws down the Chilling Smite. Ornn ulti coming through as well, finds its way onto Reckless. That's a big pick for RNG. Xiaohu takes the kill, and the push continues down the mid lane.
That's a strike they needed. Very nice execution from RNG. It'll get them so much. Given they still hold the Baron buff for 2 minutes. Mid lane, outer turret goes down, and those hopes of Fnatic forcing extra games goes down as well.
They've got the Baron buff for 2 minutes. There's no Braum ult, no Singed ult, no Talia ult. Fnatic tools are not available to stop this assault. RNG will continue for now. They lose the minion wave. Tier 2 still kept alive.
And early in the game, RNG indexed heavily on magic resist. Multiple magic resist items on everyone. It was a double Abyssal Mask game. Ryze and also Let Me on the Ornn picking it up. Now the armor is getting pieced together with the gold lead they're putting down. And Reckless going down first plays into the hand.
At a 3,000 gold lead. A little bit over a 3,000 gold lead, I should say. As the tier 2 turret goes down, that'll bring it up to about 4,000 gold.
For RNG, so they only have the mid lane wave to deal with. Can they maybe get a fight instead?
Uzi on the flank. It's not normally the 80 carry you see flanking, but when you got the rest of the team right there, why not? Hylissang trying to back himself away. Broxah looking to go for a pull, can't quite find it. 2 already dead. Reckless looking to run away. The Ornn ulti comes through. Reckless still able to sidestep that one. MLXG survives, but RNG have found themselves 2.
2 picks already. The minion wave coming in. Reckless!
Oh, make it 3. Reckless has no way away from Uzi here.
This is all with Singed still in the side wave. He's going to have to recall. He's getting consent.
Caps wants to go after Uzi, but instead he gets caught out, beaten down as well. RNG, 4 dead opponents. They push into the base. They've got themselves already onto inhibitor turret number 1.
And we said this before, yeah, RNG, they're so good at playing these scrappy games, playing games with tons of skirmishes and team fights. This is what they do so often back in the LPL. Fnatic tried their hardest to really get ahead in these games here, but every single time that RNG managed to match it and get the advantage over on their side. It is now 2 inhibs to 0. A 7k goal lead.
Nigh impossible for Fnatic to contest. They need a godly smite from Broxah to try to go in and save this one, but instead he's caught out by a beautiful prediction.
Beautiful stuff there. That is the sort of play you like to see. Ornn's skill expression, not always there. Predicts the flash, catches them out. Now there's no smite. Now it's Baron RNG.
A flash predicted is a Baron earned, and now RNG gold up yet again. They've got everybody alive. Enemy jungler dead for 30 seconds, pushing down the top side. Hylissang caught out in his own jungle, surely going to fall here. Ace in the hole comes through to seal the deal. Uzi goes on a rampage, and the minions are here to party. Seismic shoving him in. Not really a very important target. Caps now being chased down. There comes your Ornn horn as Caps gets bursted, barely getting himself away. The damage coming through. The Guardian Angel into MLXG. Reckless finds a shutdown onto Xiaohu. He's able to grab it on MLXG as well. Broxah still looking to find some more damage. Uzi taking very low. Triple kill over onto Reckless.
He's got to look
Big
for more
trying to get away from this one. Surely there's no way out. A quadra for Fnatic's AD carry. Let Me is the last man standing. They want to just provide time for Reckless to walk over here and take him down. Let Me wanting to get away, but that should not happen. Broxah wants to provide the CC. Back the kill for Reckless.
What a story. We had pushing. There were no super minions pushing in because they killed both waves before that all started.
A sloppy play from
Their expectations with us. It's not game 1, it's not game 2. They can actually win a straight 5v5.
Whippo finding his way towards the enemy team here in the river, but MLXG gonna be caught out! Big pick! Uzi fine with it.
Remember that DPS build from MLXG, not looking very useful right now for him. He dies so quickly. Fnatic and Reckless, they want the turret.
Fnatic pushing down, death ball middle. They've got the inhibitor turret already down. Inhibitor will be the target now. They take it. No effort whatsoever required.
Reckless has shown now with the pentakill and also him taking out MXG after, how much damage he can actually deal to this front line of RNG. Let Me is the main tank.
Further, Whippo still wasting time.
He's still running right now. Fnatic has used 2 flashes. MLSG wants to kill. That was a very big play from RNG's side. Look at Reckless, look at Cap towards the base instead. They don't have any minions right now. There's a wave though with Hylissang. It's not close enough, and the Baron is secured, plus the Baron buff with the recall.
Look to be so. Seismic shove only finding its way onto the minions. RNG continuing to push up bit by little bit, allowing that enchanted cannon minion to do its work onto the inhibitor. True Shot Barrage fired off, only does a small amount of damage. Blocking the Iron Solari's shield going to be used there to block against it. Cannon minion tanks for a while, but still goes down. RNG push continues. The next minion wave is already colliding. Fnatic wanting to stay topped off here.
Yeah, Sinchcomp actually forcing in 5v5 and defending this well. It's not necessarily predicted, but it is so far sticking. You feel like Uzi is 2 autos away. Has not enough safety. There's those autos. They get 1 inhibitor. Remember, they needed a 5v5, even though there was 2 inhibitors. Something happened. Needs to be fully pounced on instantly. Third and last inhibitor turret falls down.
Final inhibitor turret gone means RNG now have access to the entirety of the Fnatic inhibitor line. Will they decide to go for this one? Are they going to rotate down to that army of minions in the bottom side? Top lane inhibitor still at half HP. Ace in the hole fired off yet again. Fnatic looking for the opportunity here. They don't just want to give these away for free. You don't want to have those double super minions pouring in.
20 seconds on the flash from Whippo. Maybe then he can try and jump in, but man, it cost him so much. Because Fnatic have been sitting back and just watched multiple
complete control. Should be the first Elder of the game, happily claimed by RNG.
And with 3 elemental drakes under their belt, that's quite a true damage burn. He is taking damage. If RNG take this, it's such a huge gain in map control overall. And it means the Fnatic can't do much of anything. Glacial Fissure already going to be coming out. Whippo gets himself back. Fnatic can't hold this line any longer. The inhibitor falls, and RNG's got nothing but Nexus left to look at.
It's so hard for Fnatic to start the fight. They're very split up in how to try and engage. Brawl came in from Hylissang, but no one tried to follow up because he didn't hit the correct targets. And now the minion's going there to try now.
Or an ultimate comes through. This is going to be the fight. Let me able to find the control onto Caps. He's gone! And Fnatic will surely not be able to find the fight now. Skarner pull not going to be used effectively yet again. Xiaohu taken low. Fnatic still has 4 members of their roster alive, but RNG with 5 will still look to end the game. Xiaohu putting the damage on the Nexus turrets. They're still able to look for more into the fight as they proc the GA onto MLXG. He's going to look to be taken down here, but instead the damage comes through. Fnatic's members will fall, and RNG will win the fight. Reckless, critically still alive, trying to make a last-minute stand. Ming is taken low, Letme's taken low, MLXG hammering down on an Nexus, but that is game, and RNG will move on to the finals.
3-0 against Fnatic. They fell behind in the early game, but they always showed us why they are so good at fighting. Skirmishes, team fight, they can take all of them, and they keep beating Fnatic. This was one of the closest 3-0 series we have had, but RNG always showed us why they can win in the late game.